Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Middlebrow podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen.
We're in a conference room right now.
Yes. The sexiest locale for a podcast.
Exactly. And I think it's going to translate into some humorous, wonderful energy.
I think so, too. I think everyone's going to go around the table and share their Q2 projections.
Yeah, I have
that's
some
the
great
energy.
KPIs to report.
Yes, I think our guest has that exact energy.
Everyone knows that the best comedy shines in abject bleakness.
Probably true.
Well, listeners, we have a guest this week, as promised.
As promised.
I was promised a couple of weeks ago, though.
Yeah, you were promised.
Yeah.
As promised. You were promised. Let's bring our guest into the fold. Our guest this week is a cartoonist and graphic novelist, writer.
Great. Yeah.
Great? Does that work?
Yeah.
We nailed it.
Give it up
nailed
for
it.
Liana Finck, everyone.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Claps. Thanks for
listening.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, this is great. I've been listening a little bit to your podcast since you invited me on, and I love it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you.
Such high praise.
I mean
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Do you can you listen to podcasts while you work? Or?
Yeah. I like conversational ones where people are smart, but are smart and I don't have to pay extreme attention. It's like a sweet spot, like overhearing a really good conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like when people are not smart because it just feels sad.
So you're not listening to Theo Von podcast?
I don't even. Was he the? No, who is that?
He's
Wow.
like a
What a charmed life. you
yeah.
live.
I envy you.
I'm like I like space out so much when I listen to podcasts that I haven't heard who he is.
He is one of the kind of like bro-y comedians who.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Do
That
you know
guy.
who Joe Rogan is?
Yeah, I actually I have his podcast in my feed because I want to know what it's like, but I haven't been able to bring myself to listen.
Yeah.
I think my husband listens. I think I like not maybe just he listens to things he doesn't like sometimes. So I'll say that, but I've heard it in the background.
That's a good excuse. That he's like,
Yeah.
his all his podcasts are like alt right. You're like, no, it's because I hate it. I hate it so much.
How's it feel to be in a conference room? You have a lot of cartoons that
I don't do
pokes fun at the
conference room.
Well, not the conference room, but the crushing nature of corporate work life.
No, I don't think so. Do I? Now I have to think about it. If so, I'm just like using a trope because I've never been part of that world. You know, like now that I think of it, like publishers and magazines are that world, and I don't know that, and I never want to know that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's you've never had to use Slack.
No, I've never used
Wow,
Slack.
I envy you so much.
I've like left job situations because Slack was part of it.
They said Slack is mandatory, and you're like, I'm out.
I think I was probably let go.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never like been physically in a corporate situation. I did a lot of cafes, and I feel like now like so many people work from home that the cafes are very crowded.
Would you find that different coffee shops had different like effects on your work?
Yeah, it matters so much like how close the tables are. Like, is someone like actively triggering you with their weird jitters? Is it kind of nice? Is it kind of depressing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that you're a mother, do you work from home mostly, or?
Yeah, it's like, well, I just had a second kid. I just came back from leave with my second kid, so I'm figuring it out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you rushed to do this podcast. You're like the first thing.
Yeah, I put you off until I was back, and then I put you off again because I didn't realize we wouldn't be on Zoom. So
Yeah.
now she's 5 months old. So I'm hiring a nanny for the first time who's taking care of both kids. And it's actually way more chill than it was back when I had one kid and was managing his schedule a lot.
Yeah.
So I've been going to cafes a little bit, and it's been really
Okay.
fun. I
We're
can't
like,
tell.
we missed you.
Yeah. They're so different. I feel so old now because like people who go to cafes are people who have a bit of time.
Yeah.
I wonder where like the older people are going. I have no
think
idea.
They have like kids.
Starbucks?
I don't know. Maybe they're not.
No, I mean like a 60-year-old.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like someone whose kids don't need them.
Yeah, they're not going to La Cabra.
What's La Cabra?
That's Dan's favorite coffee shop.
Where
It's
is
a
it?
good. There are two of them. One in the East Village and the one truly horrific one in Soho. That's like entered some kind of TikTok algorithm, and so has lines out the door and is
Oh, wow.
but unfortunately the coffee is very good. Despite the horrific
what's it
vibes.
like?
They're going to Dunkin' Donuts, the older ones. My parents used to own and operate a Dunkin' Donuts like coffee shop, and they said that the older patrons who were 60 and up, they would come in, but they would come multiple times a day in hopes of, accidentally running into a friend.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
sweet.
That was their third
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, that was her third space.
Where was the Dunkin' Donuts? I forget where you come
I grew
from.
up in El Paso, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, far west Texas. No country for old men.
There's no La Cabra third wave coffee shop in El Paso.
I don't think so, Chad.
I think of Dunkin' as so New Jersey, but that's just because I lived in New Jersey in my Dunkin' years.
Yeah, well, it's like New England, right? Is the
Really?
yeah, I feel like it's a core part of the New England, Massachusetts identity. That's why they have like Ben Affleck in all their ads now.
That I didn't know.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is the.
Did you-
Ben
did you
Affleck
know?
is the premier spokesperson.
But I don't want to be too educational because then the Liana Finks of the world will be like, oh
We'll know
god,
everything.
I'm learning facts. Shut up.
Your work is very diaristic,
Yeah.
I feel.
Well, it was like everything's changing. I don't know who I am anymore, but I'm thinking about it a lot because it's changing, and I'm like trying to figure out why it's changing, which is diaristic, that I'm putting so much energy into trying to figure out why my work is changing. But
In which direction is it kind of changing from?
I think I would say, I don't know if it's getting less diaristic. I think it is. I think it's getting more long form. I know it's getting less intense,
Okay.
like less emotionally urgent. It's not the kind of thing I want to post on social media anymore. Like, I hate men. Like, I hate men. Like, I don't know, just like some really, I was right to hate men, but it was like it was specific. There were specific men and specific reasons, and it was very thought out. But it was also very explosive, and I'm not feeling pointedly angry in the same way, which is very nice. Like
Are you like happy?
I'm happy. I'm settled. I was happy before. It, like being emotionally intense is a form of happiness, but like, yeah, I'm like settled. I'm older, and like things are changing so fast with the internet. Like social media is changing. Like the world is changing. Publishing is changing. Like that's a little bit. It's strange when the world is changing at the same time that you're changing.
Right.
I wish everything would stay still and I could just just walk from social media into longer form magazine pieces of the type that I was making 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But like, I think magazines are changing. Like everything's
Everything is
changing.
quicksand. Yeah, we talk
it
about
is.
that in
Yeah.
comedy
Yeah.
as well.
It is interesting, though, because I was introduced to your work through social media and
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
let's say like 10 years ago. Now, compared to 10 years ago, things are even becoming increasingly more short form.
Yeah.
And it sounds
Yeah.
like you personally are trying to move into something a little bit more long form.
I felt so good that people wanted short form stuff because I needed to do that at that moment. And now maybe I'm being mean, but I don't even like the short form stuff anymore. I think it's gotten stupider. It's gotten less substantive.
That you make, or just generally like the memes that we
just like
see?
the meme. Yeah, the memes are like less good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I think because everything has to be simpler and
Yeah.
and especially as I think you got on Instagram before it was kind of as algorithmically
Totally.
driven. So I assume maybe I'm wrong, but I assume most of your followers came from people sharing your thing and then and almost like an organic
Yeah, it did.
element. And now
I assume so.
that kind of discovery doesn't exist. I think it's only algorithmic.
Yeah.
Now whatever just happens to be thrust into your feed, and that's a very different model. I mean, that's honestly how I got a following, is from being thrust in people's feed.
Yeah.
But it does, require a different kind of hook and a more direct, maybe debased form of content to get people engaged.
What's it like out there now? Do you spend a lot of time making social media stuff?
Yeah, I still do less and less as I'm doing like other stuff. I feel like, Brian, you're also...
Yeah, I don't post that much anymore. I was falling out of love with the medium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Me too.
But that's a me thing. I'm averse to going down a rabbit hole if I can already see what people want from me. So social media is, depending on how you see it, it can be good or bad, where you're getting constant feedback on how people perceive you.
Yeah.
And then that certainly will inform my creative process. But it got to a point where I wasn't doing it from like an internal place anymore. And it was just to feed a beast.
I know it is weird that people kind of come to you for one thing. They're like, oh, you're the person who does this one thing, and that's why. And is that maybe the same for you, where it's like, oh, I come to you for this explosive, like kind of anxious rage?
It feels like it, but I also feel like, are there any illustrations on Instagram that aren't anxious rage?
I guess like David Shrigley.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of, yeah.
But there's
Could
still
there be
like
a female David Shrigley?
Do you not feel like you're kind of?
No, I think he's not angry, and I'm no longer angry either. But I think people don't want that from me.
But there's like a pathos to him and like a tragedy that's like, I don't know if it's angry, but it's definitely like self-flagellating.
No, that's you.
That's me.
That's you reading into him.
Oh, okay, damn it.
I'm not sure. I think he's pretty open-ended.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I totally, I like how you put the social media thing, like the feedback being great or bad, and then it has changed and you're just feeding a beast. And it's not real feedback anymore. Well, I feel like it's not real feedback anymore. I think it is in some corners of social media.
You said in an interview, and I just remembered because I just found it so funny. And you said that there's two things that you hate, and you said you hate your art not being seen, but you also hate your art being seen.
Oh yeah, I still feel that way. I feel like, I'm thinking about that lately too. Like I think I didn't have a lot of friends as a kid. I was lonely. I didn't do so well at being a person. I always like really wanted more connection, but at the same time I knew I was a little weird and I had like some serious terror and shame of people. And I think that's where it comes from with the art. I really want to connect. But I also am so afraid of like putting my stuff out there because it'll be judged. I think that's it's probably pretty universal with people making stuff.
Is it affirming for you then that you have so many, hundreds of thousands of people are like follow you and like, oh, I can relate. You feel like you're.
Yeah, it was really, really healing. But it was also like, it was kind of too important. Like I think that became so much the most important thing in my life because I couldn't bear to make work that wasn't sanctioned by many people.
And that felt like a scary, a dangerous place to be as an artist because you were performing for people, or?
Well, I really wanted to make longer things or slower things or more involved things, and I couldn't because that doesn't go on social media, and I didn't know who would see it, and I would just feel like I was falling in a hole, and then I couldn't concentrate. And like now I feel better at making those things because I feel less like lonely somehow.
Not needing to see the feedback directly in the comments.
But I also I hate that no one gets your work out there for you. So like I have no idea how to get that kind of work out there. Like I just kind of happened into it with Instagram. And I'm not going to worry about it that much.
How to get the long form out?
Like I have books that come out, but like I think savvier people really push their books in different ways.
Yeah. You can make reels.
No.
Look at my book. Could perform.
You can do outfit. You can set up a tripod and do some outfit fit checks on the street.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is my day in the life as a cartoonist in New York.
What are outfit fit checks?
When people just like pose for the camera and they get dressed for the day.
Okay.
And this is the fit check.
Is that when they're doing makeup on TikTok?
No, that's another similar.
I could do that.
You could do makeup on TikTok. Yeah.
It sounds kind of like a similar thing to us, though. We've talked about this, like what drew us to comedy, and it's like that outside looking in sort of lens, and this feeling of not being a part of an in group.
Yeah, it is the similar thing where you do stand up to try to, because there's like instant validation and feedback.
Totally.
And you're like, oh, I'm good. I'm a good boy.
I
did
like
a good joke.
Great feeling.
Yeah. But then also you have like disdain for the audience. You're like, why do I want these idiots.
Yeah.
So like, why is my like happiness and self-worth attached to people who I don't respect? And I saw what they laughed at the last comic.
Yeah.
Horrible hack.
Yeah.
Bullshit. And I need them to also like me.
But maybe your disdain is because you like hate anyone who would like you, and that's the only way, like it's protecting you so that you can perform for them. Like as I feel less like urgent and anxious, I think of my audience more and more as people, and then it's much harder to make work for them. I think it's healthy to have a little disdain. I think like it makes you funnier. But then when you actually have like, I find that having a family and just like living with people makes you much less disdainful in certain ways. And I was like single for a long time, and that was very helpful. And I was like seeing a lot of people, but I didn't have any like go-to people. Like I had a lot of friends.
Force a breakup with your husband to make, if you're in a creative rut.
You gotta get funny again.
People do it.
Yeah, there
so
are
true.
definitely a lot of artists who like, it's like, what happened to the work? It's like, oh, they're just like happy now. They don't have the.
Well, they're
so
probably
true.
making work and just not putting it out.
I was at my funniest when I was at my least happiest and most judgmental.
Yeah.
Because I could just make these snap judgments that if I followed my intuition, it would resonate with
relatable.
people.
I don't think anyone wants to relate to someone who's happy. Like, remember when what's his face from The Office did that happy show, Good News?
Oh,
No, I
John
don't.
Krasinski.
John Krasinski. During the COVID, he did like this good news of the day thing during COVID. And that was like exciting for 2 minutes, and everyone's like, "No, we want like the horrible hating, and let's pick a random person of the day on the internet and destroy their lives."
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's share these horrible negative memes that make us all feel bad, because that's good. We all want to feel bad.
Do you guys listen to podcasts?
Yeah, too many.
Which ones do you like?
I listen to The Daily, and I listen
Me
to How
too.
I Built This on NPR.
Oh yeah, I keep wanting to download that and forgetting. I'll try to remember now.
I am like a tech-pilled entrepreneurial person, so I
Yeah.
like that podcast.
In the body of a comedian.
Is it
I
helpful?
guess. Is it helpful?
Our podcast makes no money, so it's not helpful enough.
I don't know why. It's just a comfort listen. It's always the same thing because Guy Raz interviews these successful entrepreneurs, and at the
Yeah.
end, his last question is, do you attribute your success to hard work or luck? And without fail, no matter who the guest is, it's, you know what, Guy? It's a combination of both.
Wow.
Oh God, I'm not
Profound.
downloading this.
profound
Sounds so bad.
things. Just those late nights, I stayed up, but you gotta, when opportunity hits, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready.
That's the TLDR of that entire podcast. But yeah, Dan, what's your podcast diet? It'll just be the one
Too many. I'm pulling it out now.
Yeah.
I listen to
Oh.
podcasts at 2 times speed.
Whoa.
That is
so I can
fucked
really
up.
Are the voices
2
high?
times?
2 times, yeah.
Do the voices get
are
higher?
high, yeah. There's nothing more embarrassing than sometimes I'll have it like out loud if I'm alone, and someone like if my wife walks in on me listening to a podcast on 2 times, it's like she caught me watching the most horrible porn. Like it's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. You want to cry
Because it's 2 times.
because it's 2 times and it's psychotic. Like you're truly an insane person.
So you're like really absorbing the info. Is it because you want more podcast information, or because
it's like I can listen to twice as many podcasts.
Wow. So
And I
you're
have
like,
a bad anxiety about like content backing up.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
like, so I have so many articles and tabs and saved New Yorkers.
That's fucked up,
and
Dan.
New York Times articles, and they haunt me psychically. Like I do always walk around feeling like with the baggage of all these
I can attest
articles.
to this. Well, anytime I've been to Dan's place, it's just a Mickey Mouse voice being like, the workers must seize the means of production.
Yeah. Like when I open a New Yorker, I flip through and I like am relieved when there are articles I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm not burdened. I don't have to read this article. Thank you.
I have an avoidant of that. Like I don't listen to podcasts that my friends make. And yeah, I was very careful. I listened to like 3 or 4 episodes of this one, and I knew that if I listened to more, I would be too shy to talk to you.
Okay.
and I hope I'm not too shy after taping this.
Because you don't respect us.
Because I really like it.
Oh, okay.
But and I don't
Very honored.
don't read the New Yorker because I work for the New Yorker, and like I just can't. I like and I feel terrible about it. I feel so guilty. Like sometimes I'll like stumble across a New Yorker article on Instagram, and that's the only way I'll read the New Yorker, which
Yeah.
is pretty often. But like I can't like physically open the magazine. I get it. I get the magazine.
Do you feel that way towards your friends and how they engage with your work? Like, would you
Oh,
prefer
yeah.
if that your friends just didn't?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really wish no one in my family would follow me on anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents have not seen anything.
Yeah. Do you tell them not to?
Luckily, I don't think they really know how, but I also they keep asking me to like see my stand up or come, and I'm like, no, we don't need to do that.
Oh, that makes me feel so much less guilty towards my friends. Maybe it's like an act of love that I don't like take
Yeah.
their stuff in.
Well, there's people always like, oh, I want to see you perform. Tell me when you perform. I would like you to never see
Yeah, it's weird.
do anything. I do.
Yeah. Wait, so what podcast do you listen to?
Okay, sorry. I like Know Your Enemy. Do you know that podcast?
No?
No.
It's Sam Adder Bell is one of he's like a New York Magazine writer. It's two kind of leftist dudes, but they look at right-wing figures and cultural histories. And they kind of do deep dives on
Oh, that sounds
people
great.
like William F. Buckley and the John Birch Society, and kind of try to understand in a non-cynical, like taking it seriously, how like
Yeah.
right-wing and conservative movements form. Plain English, which is Derek Thompson's podcast, is pretty good.
What is that?
What's that?
Who is that?
He's an Atlantic writer, but it's a Ringer podcast. He's just also will take like very big kind of topics that seem important in today's period and talk to like an expert and break it down in, I think, very conversational and understanding matter. So whether it's like GLP-1s or AI or housing and housing crisis, and
Yeah.
like very kind of honestly come at it from first principles place to try to understand.
Sounds great. I love The Atlantic and New York Magazine.
What is the most smooth brain podcast in your roster?
No, that doesn't. Literally, if you could look at mine, they're all like information
Must learn.
podcasts. I really like the In Our
Must-
Time podcast, which is this BBC series that's been going on for a long time, which is a very mild-mannered British dude. He brings on like 4 professors, and they're like the Industrial Revolution, and then they just like break down
Oh,
the
wow.
Industrial Revolution,
Yeah.
or like Simone de Beauvoir, and then they,
All these sound like the ones that I download and want to listen to, and then like I don't pay enough attention to really understand.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting it either, but I listen to them and then they're like, that's enough, right? If you look at it. What about you? What are your...
I love this couple named Elizabeth Lame and Andy Rosen, and they have a they currently have one called Nobody's Listening Right, but they've been like doing podcasts for the past 15 years or something, and it's so meaningful.
Oh.
Do either of you know them? They're like
No.
comedian-ish. Wait, let's see what else I like. Middlebrow.
Hell yeah. Number 1.
I like Kara Swisher.
Yeah, she's fun. She's
Yeah.
good.
She's cool. I adore Heavyweight. That's like just brilliant. Awesome. Etiquette. I love them. They're 2 grandchildren of Emily Post, and they're first cousins, and they
that's fun.
They like take questions about etiquette.
Have you learned some good etiquette rules that...
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite?
It's not very like forks and things, although they do talk about forks and things, but it's very like how to make people feel okay. And there's a lot of like, if someone does something that you don't like, are you allowed to tell them that you don't like it? And if so, how? Is there a way to do it where they won't feel hurt? And like they come up with scripts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
People write in and they're like, can you give me a script? Like I'm always meeting people in a cafe, and the cafe is near my house. So people always ask to come over after, and like, I don't want them to come over. Is there a way to tell them that without making them feel bad?
Yeah.
And
this is you. This is what you would ask.
No, this was like a
okay.
recent question.
User submitted questions.
People always ask me to do podcasts, and I feel too bad. And so I reluctantly do it, even though...
Yeah. Did you sense any like intensity from me? Because I have such social. I really want to do a podcast. I really wanted to meet you. I have so much social anxiety that I knew that whenever I agree to do a podcast, I'm like up all night, several nights, just freaking out.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So it's like a no, but
I'm glad I didn't know
no,
that
it's
before
like
I
an
asked.
extreme wanting to, coupled with like some terror, like weird terror.
Yeah. Well,
but I
you're
feel
also
that
in a
about-
medium that has so much control over what you put out there.
It's not putting out. It's like I feel the same way about meeting for coffee. It's just like being in a room with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hide under the desks.
You know the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by
Yeah.
Dale Carnegie?
Have you read it?
I've read it. I can recognize like the big takeaway when other people try and use it on me.
They say your name,
Exactly.
right? Yeah. No, I know
It was
when
a
people.
pleasure to meet you,
I
Liana.
also know when
Well,
people
I'm gonna
have
go to
read
the bathroom.
Oh, that's
Liana.
so
yeah, exactly. That's an old one. Like maybe there are new methods.
That we don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh my
That are
god.
working
Or have you
on
heard of
us.
the 48 Laws of Power
Yeah.
by Robert Greene?
Again,
wrote-
have you you've read these books?
No, my friend one of my friends is a finance bro.
Friend named what's
Ryan Mark.
Ryan Mark.
If you want to become a psychopath, that is the book you should read.
Okay, well maybe I should. I feel like I'm not successful enough, so maybe that's what's standing between me and my dreams is
What are your dreams, Dan?
I don't know.
I feel like you're kind of
But I
living
feel
it.
like I'm 48 laws of power away. I have 0 laws of power right now.
So you read self-help. I read self-help. Do you read self-help?
I've never read a self-help book in my life.
I recently just gave away all my self-help books on my stoop.
Is that the right thing to do to become better?
I think I'm in a good place now. I read a lot of self-help when I feel like I'm sort of unraveling at the
Yeah.
seams. And one of the self-help books I gave away was Mark Manson's
The Subtle
The
Art
Art
of-
of Not Giving a Fuck.
You bought that book?
I bought that
you,
book.
You paid money.
I bought it in like 2012 when
Jesus
everyone
Christ.
bought that book. Don't act like you're above it, Dan.
I'm above it. I am. I will proudly say.
Well, surprising. His legacy endures because I put out 25 books on my stoop, and that was the first book to get picked off.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Do you give a fuck?
Yeah, I do. But I think like a bunch of people I know read self-help and all women. Like I don't think I know men who read self-help. And I think it's a really nice thing to do, to want to do one's best.
I want to make it clear
But
that
these books-
48
I've
Laws
never
of Power
heard
is
of
not
any of these
self-help.
books.
It's not
But do you think it's ever worked?
It's an
like
evil book.
I agree that the impulse is good, but I
Yeah.
feel like I've never, it's like anyone who has like seeker or like adventure in their Instagram bio. Like these are like the least actually adventurous people.
But it also makes you like much less interesting.
Yeah.
It makes you like more cookie cutter.
Yeah, I become very annoying during my self-help periods because if I go to a party, I will just dump the information I just learned that day.
Yeah. Then the other person doesn't have to read the book, so that's great. They're like their books
What have
on like,
you What have you learned from these self-help books?
oh, I read like the women's ones. Like I say that they shouldn't only be women's ones, but like how to be in a relationship without fighting, how to sleep train a baby.
But those make sense. That's like that's like a
Yeah.
skill almost.
Yeah, but I
Like
feel like
the-
it's like the same probably. I don't know.
And winning friends and influencing people isn't a skill, Dan.
It's like a huckster skill. It's like I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to win a friend.
I want to not be afraid of my friends.
You're afraid of your friends?
I'm so afraid of my friends.
You don't
I'm
think they
afraid.
love you and they want?
I don't think they love me.
I think.
Yeah, I think they are going to leave me if they see me, so I have to like see them very rarely. And then I'm afraid they'll feel bad that I don't see them enough.
So do you prefer?
It seems to like torture.
It's
so you prefer
torture.
one-on-one hangs or?
Ugh. No, terrifying. I like 3 people hangs, and then I leave.
Oh. So you're early
I
exit.
didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
an early exiter, but I also know that like the worst is when you leave early and then both of your friends also leave with you because they don't want to be left alone together. They were having a good time and then you ruined both of their
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
by leaving early.
You're the catalyst for
Yeah.
to breaking up the friend.
Yeah,
hang.
and then they have to deal with you messaging them like, "I'm so sorry, like I ruined your good time, and like please forgive me."
You have to decide when to send that message. I just sent some real heartfelt apologies to my aunt. I had her over and I did a really bad job.
Do you think they would see it that way, or
It's hard to say. I think you don't send the message if you don't think they saw it that way. But you do if you think they did.
but no one's ever confronted you and been like,
I do have some confrontational friends, and I think that's a weird quality to have, and it's forgivable.
you're like, you treated me like shit, and
It's
you made
almost like, if like someone confronts you, that totally negates any guilt you have, because like they're not playing well. You know?
fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, also like, oh, great, we're even. It's fine. Now it's okay. We both have our bad qualities.
Yeah, you're like, I needed you to stew in your annoyance at me in silence, and I had to guess that you were annoyed, not to actually verbalize it. That's
Like, I'm a bad friend and you're an aggressive friend, so we're equal. It's fine. Let's stay friends.
I was at my most confrontational when I was going to the most therapy. I'm anti-therapy now.
You're anti-therapy.
I feel like it
That's
encourages that kind of behavior.
I feel like there's been a
Self-help.
shift in the culture.
I'm going back tomorrow.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a good. Okay.
All right.
We're beginning today, and
Yeah.
this is a pre.
The pendulum's gonna swing
No,
in
I
another
really
direction
am.
now.
I'm really going back tomorrow after
What,
being off. And it was great being off. Like, I think self-help works a lot better for me than therapy.
Why did you go off? And why are you going back?
Oh God, it's personal. It's like being in a marriage. It's all about how to be in a marriage. But
You're
but
reading self-help to how
I've
to deal
gotten
with
better
a
at
therapist.
it. But like, yeah, I found that like talking just made me like talk in circles. And self-help, you're like, okay, this is how I solved this. Moving on, and I'm good at like actually implementing this stuff.
Yeah.
I've gotten much better at not being reactive and stuff like that.
Have you tried Chat GPT as your therapist?
Okay, so I've heard that trees are chopped down when you use Chat GPT. I've never used it.
I don't think that's accurate,
Okay.
but it might be. I think it uses a lot of water. You think like someone
I
uses
care about
ChatGPT one
water,
time
too.
and they're like, all right, someone has to go to the woods and chop down a tree. It's even. This is the deal.
Is it a woodsman? Like, if so, that's cool. Right?
Yeah, it's like a hot, shirtless woodsman.
That's what
Go-
mining for
I want him
Bitcoin
in
is.
flannel.
Dan. It's
Yeah, no,
literally
Bitcoin-
chopping trees down.
Bitcoin is bad and uses a lot of energy.
Yeah,
And
but isn't ChatGPT the same type of energy that Bitcoin uses?
I think it's not nearly as bad. I think a lot of it is the cooling for the data centers, but I think Bitcoin is, at least ChatGPT has like a goal, has like a purpose,
What?
like information learning, whereas
Okay.
Bitcoin mining is like this is not a thing that ever needed to be in
It's
existence.
weird.
Do you use ChatGPT in a therapist-like way? Like, have you asked it advice on how to navigate social?
I've never asked.
nuances?
I only use it for like. If you looked at my ChatGPT history, it'd be really embarrassing because it's just like random facts that my brain's like, I need to know this. But the idea of like asking a stochastic parrot to like give me advice is so absurd to me.
Isn't it
Like,
so sad.
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
why you're just like guessing. It's like a word guessing.
Do you
machine.
notice that, like, in the Google overview, they use the word crucial in every single overview?
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
Oh yeah,
It's
the Google.
like
Those
a-
are horrible.
Crucial. So it had,
It's crucial. In summation, it's crucial. Like,
Yeah.
they talk like a really bad, like, child debater.
Yes. Oh, it's
And-
crucial to think about both sides of
Yeah,
the situation.
exactly. Yeah. Or it's crucial to also ask your doctor, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some like lawyer inserted that.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it has to say crucial.
Yeah.
Then we're safe if we tell people to eat lead chips. A lot of people use it for therapy, which terrifies me.
Yeah.
it's impacting illustrators and cartoonists.
It sure is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot less work. I don't know if it's AI or like what it is, but like part of me is glad because illustrating an article always feels weird. Like I think illustrations should be like a whole new angle, and I don't think that's what people want a lot of the time. They just kind of want like an attention grabber, and like then like okay, like pay me to be your hired hand and just do like whatever, like a robotic arm, I guess I mean, and do whatever will grab attention without adding more dimension to the article. But like also don't waste my time, you know?
Yeah.
If you can hire a robot
Yeah.
instead.
But it is a revenue stream.
Yeah, totally. So I think like deep down, I don't really understand capitalism as an artist. Like it doesn't really fit with art. And it just so worked out that I was making money making art. And I wasn't like pushing for it. And now it's now that it feels a little more tenuous, I'm like, oh my God, I need to push for this thing. And I also like it's not deeply doesn't align with my morals deeply. So it's strange. I'm thinking about it more.
Because it happened kind of almost
I just
easily
got
at the
asked
beginning?
I was on social media so much that like I got so much freelance and like, and I took it all because like, why would you say no to anything?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
And like, so I made money without like having to hunt for it. And that was nice.
Before it was like kind of the period where Instagram felt like good and healthy and interesting.
And good for like still image makers.
Yeah, now it's completely like,
It's
no, how do
video.
we get people to watch the most mindless shit for as long as possible?
Yeah.
Have you noticed like your likes and your engagement change?
Oh my God. Yeah. It's like so different. Like I'm hardly posting anymore, and I feel so guilty about it, but it's also because like I used to get like 30,000 likes and now I get like 500 likes. It's like really, really different. And I don't get emails like I felt like I was actually connecting with real people, including a lot of like weird troll people that I was trying to undermine. And that was kind of fun. But like, there's just so much less connection anymore.
How did you land on your shaky line style?
A lot of answers to that. I always aspired to a shaky line because my mom has a shaky line. She's an artist. She was an architect for a long time, and I don't know if that's why she has a shaky line, but like she has a different shake than me. It's like very deliberate. We're both left-handed. I did not have a shaky line for a long time. I was always trying to find my line. I lacked confidence, and then I think a shake comes from confidence. And for me, the shake came from like this like anger and having to get stuff out fast. And that was how I stopped like overworking and working way slower than I thought. Like I think I let my anger out at some point in my late 20s, and that gave me confidence and that gave me a shake. So that's a long answer. The short answer is I draw really small. So the shake is exaggerated. Like I blow up the drawings. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I feel like what is so cool about your work is there's like a synthesis between content and form. The feelings and the urgency and the comedic sensibility is matched like really, really kind of perfectly with this almost like, anxious style, I guess. And I did a few New Yorker cartoons, and I feel like it felt forced for me. It felt like I was doing it because I had funny ideas for jokes and I knew how to draw.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I can combine that. But I feel like it felt like I was putting, I look at them and they're like, oh, it feels like I'm putting a funny joke to a not very funny visual, or just like a serviceable
Oh, I'm so glad to talk about this.
image. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people like don't have that feeling. A lot of people who draw don't have that feeling, and they just like genuinely love like a nice, seemly drawing, and they don't want it to match the feeling of being funny. However, I think the New Yorker is such like it's such a format for cartoons that you can't completely match your humor without drifting too far from New Yorker. Like David Trigley couldn't draw it that way and make a New Yorker cartoon, Yeah,
there is like a certain level of competence that seems required. But it is exciting when people like you or like Edward Steed, I think also
he's so good.
Have like it's still in there, but like they're pushing the bounds of the format and kind of like they're still in the lines, but ironically like coloring outside of it.
Yeah. I think like Roz Chast is completely herself in the format. And I think she like got into the New Yorker at a moment when they were being experimental.
Yeah.
I keep wondering if someone like tried to be that out there now, if the cartoons would get accepted.
Well, did your first cartoons, were they much more like stereotypical New Yorker cartoons?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
What's a stereotypical New Yorker cartoon?
Oh, how could you even say that? There's no such thing.
I think if you like, literally, if I entered in ChatGPT, like, give me a New Yorker cartoon, there's this kind of specific, like, I literally saw in Williamsburg, there's like a tequila ad, that's like mimicking a New Yorker.
Who made it?
I don't know. I never know if they're actually hire a New Yorker cartoonist.
They sometimes do. I'm gonna Google it.
I should have taken a photo of it. But
And how much should they get paid?
But just like also the way the shading is, and it's like black and white, and kind of these very smooth line drawings, and it's cute, but it's not too cartoony. I don't know. How would you describe it? You're the actual expert.
So set up punchline. See the setup first. See the punchline after. That might mean the punchline's in the caption. Should be at the end of the caption. Drawing. I tried to do middle-aged male characters when I was first starting. It was a very different landscape, white, like 12 years ago. And I'm not very good at drawing people in general, but I was like trying to draw them a little more realistically than is comfortable for me, which made everyone look kind of like very wooden. And like I'm in weird profile. And I've relaxed a bit into drawing, I want to say different kinds of people, but like that's not what it comes naturally to me. I just draw like myself more often. Like I just draw like a woman who's the age I am when I'm drawing, who like is kind of amorphous looking. But that feels like more honest to me.
Have you gotten to the point now where you like know when something's going to get in? Because
No.
I guess I don't know. Do you want to explain the process of submitting a New Yorker cartoon? Because I feel like a lot of people don't totally know.
The process is you submit every week. You draw, it used to be 10. I think now it's 5 to 10 cartoons every week. And you submit them on Tuesday morning or Monday night, and you over email, and you hear back on Friday at some point during the like 24-hour period, and you're just kind of waiting. You're
like pacing anxiously.
Yeah, they don't tell you if there's a no. They tell you if there's a yes, and they tell you which one it is.
Yeah. And when you submit, are you also including the illustration, or is it just the concept?
Yeah, you make the drawing. Like you spend a few days every week maybe making these drawings, maybe a little.
Although if you're like more established, you don't have to do the finished.
Yeah, I
never got to that stage, but
my cartoons are so rough that I kind of like my finishes are so rough that I draw as if finished always.
Yeah.
But
how many times have you checked on Friday if you actually did send it? You're like, did I forget to send it because there's no response?
No, because I'm waiting for a response until like midnight.
Yeah.
I like wake up and check my phone. It's really torture. It's really awful.
You're among the most.
You're the GOAT.
Commonly featured
it's been
cartoonist. So the fact that you're still anxious is like...
I don't know. I'm not a very good drawer, but I think I have ideas.
Okay.
So should I just adopt a childlike quality in my drawings and hope for the best with that? Or
honestly,
is it best would you advise that I collaborate with Dan? So you'll draw it for me and then I provide
people do that.
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, do
ChatGPT
that if
again.
you want to. I was gonna say do ChatGPT and then like trace it, but add enough changes that add enough changes that you can't be sued, because I think no one really knows like if ChatGPT is stealing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the style of Liana Finck.
Oh my God! Don't encourage it to learn my style.
No, I think you. That's what's also fortunate is that like. And the thing that I hope is maybe the silver lining of things like AI is that it will reveal who's mediocre and has no distinct personality or style, because that will be the most easily mimicked. And the only thing that's left is people who are actually not average, outside of the kind of norm and prototypical styles in all mediums.
Nice to hear.
And because you have something that's so deeply you and comes out of you, like it would be so obvious.
Part of why I don't mind ChatGPT like on a gut level is that I feel like we all try so hard to be average anyway, and like we're all acting like this anyway. We're all trying to make something that is just acceptable and not personal.
Do you think bad will be elevated to a state of appreciation? Like let's say like
Hope so.
The Room by Tommy Wiseau, like art like that where it's
because
so
it's,
obvious,
because
like,
it's human.
AI cannot have done this.
I think the human will. I'm hoping.
Wait, speaking of, I don't know what The Room is, but don't tell me. But I want to hear. I forget which one of you like was very moved by a book. Did the other one read it?
Brian was moved by a book. I haven't read
by
it yet.
Stoner.
Okay.
I was moved by Stoner by John Edward Williams.
Are you still feeling it?
I'm still feeling it. I still think about it.
Really?
Yeah. I've
That's really
influenced
cool.
a lot of my friends too.
I'm going to read it now.
Please.
Okay.
You've influenced the friends that you've won.
Yeah. I was like,
Won over.
yes, Peter. Thank you for the compliments.
That's what the self-help
I'm
book
glad
says.
you enjoyed the book, Peter.
Find a book and connect with your fellow humans through this book where that you learned. It's like manual for an alien on how to
Yeah. Do you have like idea days?
Do we have idea dates?
days.
Like, no, days when you just come up with ideas and then what do you do during that day?
No.
No, it's kind of constant.
Yeah.
Like I have.
It's like the emailing yourself method.
Yeah, I just have
Yeah.
running notes.
Yeah.
And for every, like for stand up, for cartoons, for sketches, for TikToks, like I have different folders.
Yeah.
For ideas.
Yeah. I get the Zoomies from midnight to 2 a.m.
Wow.
So that's where I like generate most of my
I
Yeah.
also I
Yeah.
have bursts of generation.
What are
like-
the zoomies? Like I know that word as it refers to a wet dog.
Just basically like a burst of energy
Yeah.
where I'm like very restless, but
Yeah.
for whatever
Yeah,
reason
it's a great.
I've tried to understand or pathologize it. I just
Yeah.
accept it like okay.
I
this
get
is-
that too.
yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's
Yeah.
like when you're feeling happy,
Yeah.
right?
I'm happy, but I also just feel very creative. It's where a lot of ideas.
Yeah, I think I
come
also
from,
like
a lot
run out of
ideas
the
come from.
internet. I've like read as enough articles, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
now, and then I'll just
Oh, you need to read to like stay current to have ideas.
yes,
Yeah.
which is not.
Oh, I
it's
should
a bad
read.
sickness.
I should
Sounds
read.
expensive, Dan. How are you
that-
keeping up with all these
A
subscriptions?
lot of subscriptions. It's just like, it's just there's you always have an excuse to like be on Twitter, read an article, because like no, it's not to satiate my like addictive personality. It's because I have to do it
Yeah.
to be, up on everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like your work kind of comes from yourself. So
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
not-
think
you're
it's
not
because I'm
doing
not
Trump.
organized enough to read.
no, I think that's a breath of fresh air
Yeah.
for most people is to see something that's human.
I also
And-
don't like trust myself to have ideas about big things. I don't know why.
You have a lot of cartoons about God.
Well, I get God.
Yeah, big things like climate change,
my God.
like immigration
Big
policy.
thing.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
I tackle a lot of big things, emotionally big things.
Yeah.
like
Emotionally, yeah.
Sense of self, like adult versus child.
Oh, so like speaking of God, my son today was like he's asking big questions like about God and death lately. Like he finally asked today if he would die, and I was like, "Yep." And
How old is he?
he's 3 3/4.
Yeah,
So
I remember the day I realized I would die. That was a horrible, traumatic day.
I remember mine too.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to, so I treated it really casually. I have no idea like how he took it.
Right.
But what I did terribly was that I was telling him he's very curious about cats because we don't see cats a lot, and his grandma has a cat, but it lives in a hole in the wall.
Oh.
Because it's a new cat. And then she had an old cat.
Sounds like a fable.
She had an old cat, and he was like, "Grandma's old cat died." And I was like, "Yep." And so he's like, "And then Grandma's gonna die," and I just like started laughing really hard.
And he's like, "Why is
Getting,
mom just
the
giggling at
funeral-
this
the funeral
morbid?"
giggles?" And I was like, not for a very long time, but I was laughing so hard that I did really bad.
Yeah. This comedian's canceled, Louis C.K., but he did have a bit about how like dog dying is the first like little introduction to death.
Yeah.
And that makes you okay for grandma dying.
Yeah.
And then like parent, it's like these are the little stepping stones.
Yeah.
So I think you
No,
exemplified
it's
it.
the laughter. It was the laughter. Was he laughing when he was talking about it?
I don't think
Like
so.
in glee?
Glee.
Just like total delight.
Yeah, delight that your child has a burgeoning existential dread coming.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had those conversations with my parents ever.
I didn't have it with my
Well,
parents.
do you know? You know, right?
I learned like
Yeah.
6 months ago. I read it in a
Sorry.
self-help
It's a
book.
bummer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how did your son take it?
I don't even know. Like I don't think I gave him room to take it badly, which I think is probably bad. I was just like, yeah, Yeah, but guess what? You have a sister and you guys are going to know each other your whole lives. So you'll know someone when you die.
Very comforting.
I was like, Daddy and I will probably die before you, but guess what? You get to live your whole life with this baby sister.
That sounds great.
I feel like I would totally just at this stage be like, well, there's a lot of really exciting technology.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna cure it. So like I'm no good, but by the time you're old, there's gonna be singularity. Have you read White Noise, the Don DeLillo book?
I love that book, and I love it as an audiobook.
Oh, I haven't
It's
heard
like
the
really
audiobook.
highlights the funniness.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's funny.
But there's have you read it, Brian?
no.
I hate the second half of it.
Oh
it's
yeah,
so bad,
I
so
agree.
stupid, so
But
like retro.
And the movie was bad.
Don DeLillo died, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did just die.
I think he might have. I love his really cartoony, pretentious books, and I really don't like his like slice of life books.
No, still alive.
Sorry, Don.
88. You killed him.
And I'm so glad he's alive. I've been like wanting to Google this for a little while.
Okay, well, I'm here to go. Anything else you want to Google while we're here?
A lot. Yeah. It's like I try to not Google in front of my son, though I do all the time. But
Yeah.
like there's
making a mockery of death and his existential dread.
Wait,
Good.
why do you try not to Google in front of him?
because I'm just on my, like I want to be more present.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm always just like, oh, we need bread. And I'll like put it in our Amazon order. Like that I'll do. And then, but if I'm like, did Don DeLillo die? Then I'll just wait on that one.
It sounds like you impose a lot of boundaries on yourself.
That's probably true. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think like, I don't know why. There's probably a sweeping reason. Either maybe that I'm uptight, maybe that, well, I like love to work. I don't know if that's a boundary.
I love to work too.
I know.
We're
Yeah.
speaking the same language.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think
too.
it's because it's just like clear? It's like a world unto itself that like I understand
Yeah.
this world of work and productivity.
A mixture like that. I think I have that, and I also have like the art escape thing where you want to like delight yourself.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's nice to have
Do you
both.
still have it?
I love
You feel
that.
like delighting yourself?
When I don't feel delight, it's really scary. But yeah, it still is there sometimes.
One of my favorite cartoons of yours is there's like a fiery pit underneath, and then it's a person walking a tightrope, and the tightrope just represents work. But then
Oh,
it's like
Thank
despair.
you. I don't remember any of my drawings. That's so nice. That's a good one. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good one, Liana.
That's good.
Yeah.
Danger. Brian will sometimes remind me of like jokes I did 10 years ago at an
Yeah.
open mic. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't bad.
Did you guys meet in an open mic?
Yeah, we both went through that gauntlet.
You
Yeah.
don't do. So you perform stand up now, and it's not open mics.
Yeah, you kind of graduate to,
Yeah.
you go from open mics to like horrible bar shows that the people in the bar don't know that there's about to be a comedy show.
Oh no.
And which is usually worse than an open mic.
That's wild.
And then maybe you go to like slightly better shows in the back of a bar where someone is aware but it's still free. And then
along the way, you realize that performing for the middle and for the mean is what actually helps you obtain commercial success, and then you get depressed.
yeah, and then you start to hate the audience because you
You think you'll
ha-
graduate farther, and then there's that if you did that, you'd have less of an audience.
you have this fantasy of this like perfect ideal audience that's like smart and intelligent and
Yeah.
and
And then
but
you're-
also likes to laugh, and actually it's like the smarter, more cultured you are, the like worse of an audience you are.
Why? Because you don't want to go out late.
I think you come out, but like you're too polite. It's not cool to laugh
Yeah.
because it's surrendering yourself and
Yeah,
it's letting
exactly.
someone else have power over you in a way.
Yeah.
So like hot people, horrible, cool people, horrible audiences.
Fine artists,
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those. These are horrible people, though.
These are our peers.
Cool people.
Um,
Ugh.
and the people who do laugh, who are generous, who don't have this kind of like self-consciousness to them, are genuinely good, nice people, but they're more basic. And then you're like, oh, this is, and then you're like, well, what am I a hack? I want the like intellectual audience. And so then you're never happy.
Did you ever do improv?
I did for many years. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Why?
same.
I feel like it's comedy with training wheels
Mm-hmm.
because the audience knows that you're coming up with material on the
Yeah.
spot, so they're more forgiving.
Yeah.
And I like self-harm, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, be as mean and critical as possible. So that's why I prefer stand-up, because they know, the audience
Yeah.
knows that I've prepared this.
Yeah,
and this is my
exactly.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like control. That's why I don't like improv.
Yeah.
I need to be in, and that's why I don't like crowd work. I need to be like in as much control as possible and know every possible thing that could happen. Yeah, otherwise I might look like an idiot. And the whole like show, the whole like magic will be, like the rabbit will drop out of the hat. And people
Yeah.
will be like, he's not actually funny, and he's, and like I can be funny in this very narrow band which I prepared, and then you can extrapolate and think I'm smart and interesting and good.
Yeah.
Did you want to do the pitch, or should we just call it?
We both maybe wanted to pitch your bad ideas for
Is this
cartoons.
annoying? Is this annoying for you?
No, this is
like,
delightful.
And you would tell us if you think they're funny or not.
Oh, cool. But then, like, are you worried about actually pitching them after they've been on your podcast?
No.
No.
Okay,
No
let's do
fear.
it.
I've
And
been,
this is a
I've been
competition.
rejected so many times by Emma
Yeah.
that Okay, you can go first, Brian.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're coming to like the Pope of cartoons.
Okay, so this idea is Arthur has just pulled Excalibur out of the stone. So that's the drawing. And
Yeah.
the caption is, actually, is there any possible way we can push back the start date?
No. Okay. No, it's too it's not offensive. Offensive would be if it was too dumb, but it's actually too expansive.
Too expansive.
Because you've made too far a leap, and as someone who does cartoons all the time, I'm like really liking that idea. I'm like, ooh, what is the connection between Excalibur and the start date? Well, what's the start date? He's supposed to use the sword for something?
Well, because now he's the king, because he's pulled the and he's like, I don't want to.
Okay.
Can I push back the king's start date?
Okay, so
Like I have a vacation planned.
No, my problem is that I forgot the Arthur story.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
too expansive. I'm so sorry. Have someone offering him a crown.
In the drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that will clarify.
You might want to test it on a few people because maybe I'm the only one who forgot that he now becomes king.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I always think of the stone as just like the aim is to get the sword out of the stone, and I
Yeah, I
totally
forgot that he
forget
becomes the king.
what
Okay.
happens. Yeah.
All right, that's on me. Okay, my next one is
we have to alternate.
okay. We'll alternate. Go, Dan.
Okay. This is the number 10,000 that is personified,
Mm-hmm.
and he's on the phone with his agent
Or she.
or she. Sorry, the agent
or
is a
they- or
woman.
they.
The agent's
Are they? Yeah.
or they, yeah, they, the number 10,000, and the agent is saying, "You won't believe this. You booked steps and hours."
No, that's perfect.
Wow.
There it is. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I have no idea how to draw this, but
Why not? Oh, okay. Let's talk about how to draw it.
that was always the hardest thing is like spatially figuring out how to arrange.
I would do either the split screen,
Mm-hmm.
agent in their office and 10,000, or I think you would have 10,000 just with a phone.
Okay, and that would make it clear that this is like a real
Conversation.
entity or something.
I think so. I think you would have lines coming out of the phone to show that there's noise coming out of it.
Okay.
I think you would think about where is 10,000? Like it should be, where would like a kind of douchey actor be sitting or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Like an office chair or something.
Yeah. Okay, great. I still
It's so nice.
a few more years of courage, and then I'll submit again.
I just want more cartoon. I want to be like seeing more cartoons. Like why is the world less full of cartoons than
I
it
agree.
was?
Why is it only the New Yorker?
Yeah.
I don't.
And why isn't it even Instagram? Like at least my feed, I never see a cartoon
I don't
anymore.
either.
Should we make a pitch to Barstool? We can kind of
Yeah.
the helm their cartoon arm.
Yeah. God.
I have one more. It's a samurai who is about to commit seppuku, which is
Killing.
the ceremonial
Yeah.
suicide. And the caption is, "Can you look away? I have stage fright."
I'm just thinking. I think that's great. Sorry, I got it. I was thinking if it was. I have to think.
I'm glad.
Don't take it as bad.
I think these are both to say interesting things about you.
What?
Both of your cartoon ideas.
About neglecting work?
Just your fears.
Yeah, I think that's why I have to think, because I think they both like point to large human conditions, and I'm thinking about the conditions. Those are both good.
Oh, thank you.
I think you would think, like you would just think, I think you said that you don't draw naturally. So I think you would start with the arrangement, like maybe like you would start thinking about like, where is the samurai? Who's watching him? Is he on the right or the left? Are they on the right or the left? And you wouldn't start by drawing details at all. You would do a few drafts of like
the orientation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, how are people standing? Are they in profile? How do you, like, clarity is really important. How do you know
That's what he's
he's
doing.
a samurai? How do you know that's what he's doing?
Do you do like preliminary sketches?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the New Yorker. Like, I think that level of detail and that type of drawing doesn't just like flow out of me. Like I wouldn't naturally just like ever draw an office setting or a car, you know?
Right.
So I do a lot of Google imaging, and I even Google other New Yorker cartoons, and I'm like, how does a cartoonist draw a bar? And I'll like look at a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there also then becomes like almost like how in Hollywood there's like, this is the set of a diner.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the office set in a New Yorker cartoon.
Yeah, and I think that's not at all weird. I think like there is a New Yorker cartoon bar. It's like how you visit the same house in dreams sometimes. Like
Right.
there is a bar that's always the bar, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like a standard in jazz or something
Yeah.
that you're like riffing off of.
Yeah, it's like Superman.
Yeah.
You know? It's like Zeus. I don't know. Does Zeus just like reappear throughout stories? I know
think so.
Superman does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is a game, like a board game box for Russian roulette. It's like a game.
Already funny.
And it says 1 to 6 players.
Wow.
I feel like there could be other funny things on the box that I haven't thought of yet.
So like, to be super literal, why can't you have more than 6? Are there 6 chambers in a gun?
Yeah.
So that I didn't know, but to me, I'm just reading
what
it.
you'd see, you like spin the gun, the chamber,
Yeah.
and there's one bullet.
Yeah.
And then you go around and each one
like the
fire one at
Roulettista.
your...
Right. Ooh. No, that's good. I didn't know that there are just 6 just 6 chambers in a gun.
Yeah. Well, I think I would say, I guess there'd be like an illustration of it.
Yeah.
Of like the chamber out, and it'd be like, comes with, I guess, 1 bullet.
I think that's a good idea. I think you experiment with trying to make it clear that that's why that's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you also look at other possible jokes that go with the board game, like the box for Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's really, really funny. Just the box.
I think we still got it, Brian.
I think we got
have
it
a
down.
chance.
Definitely got it. It's like such a weird, it's weird that it has to be a contest. Like, it's good that it has to be a contest and that it makes you draw like a ton of cartoons, because I think it's like jokes. Like, why would you just make one joke
Yeah.
in a week? But
It is
But
weird
the
that
rejection
it's
sucks.
zero sum. Like the fact that you're like, you might have a great one that on a different week
oh yeah,
would get in, but
yeah.
you're competing against like maybe a few other people send in a really, really good one.
yeah,
And
like hundreds of people.
it seems
It's and if that's like how you make your living, it's a whole new level of like.
yeah, it seems excruciating.
It's
And no one is on
excruciating.
like a retainer.
I'm
right?
on. Oh, no one's on retainer. I have I'm like the last cartoonist to get a contract. Ed was the second to last.
Wow.
And that's good and bad. Like, you get paid more, but you're more expensive for the magazine. And I feel like awkward socializing with other cartoonists, because it's like, well, it's antiquated, so it's not happening anymore. But in the past, when it was happening, it felt weird if I had one and someone else didn't. And now it feels weird that it makes me paranoid, because I'm like, why did they end this after me? They clearly regretted doing it for me.
Yeah. You got in just like before the music stopped.
We did
Flew
it.
by.
We're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That went by
I'm
really
gonna text
quickly.
my friend.
Thanks for doing the pod, Leanne. Wait.
Oh yeah, we want to say where can people find your work?
Oh, they can find. I would point them to Substack for
Okay.
now. I have a website. Go to lianafinck.com. Sell prints. Sell books. Go on my Substack.
Get your work tattooed on
Please.
your thigh.
I offer that for free, which I don't know if anyone gets paid for that, but I think it should be free.
Listeners, thanks for tuning in. You guys can find us on socials. And I think
Middlebrow Pod.
Middlebrow Pod. Okay. We'll see
a
you here
good
next
week.
week. Bye.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.